House now, where Governor Pence is trying to set the record straight on plans for Just In. 48 hours ago, the plan leaked out as a state-run news agency. Now, the governor and his staff are trying to clarify their original plan. RTV 6 State House reporter Katie Hines is live to help explain this. Katie.
Governor Pence's lead spokeswoman says that Just In is designed to be a one-stop shop for press releases, but its wording in these internal documents that were circulated among communications chiefs at the various state agencies that have some prompting questions. In a briefing with reporters, Governor Pence's communications director, Christy Denault, says Just In is still in development and the wording on a mock-up of the website needs to be adjusted.
We won't gather news other than what our press staff in our agencies already put out.
An introduction of Just In explains that communications staff at state agencies will write stories. It states that Just In will function as a news outlet in its own right, and at times Just In will break news, publishing information ahead of any other news outlet. Strategies for determining how and when to give priority to such exclusive coverage remain under discussion.
When we're thinking about exclusives, we're thinking about the kind of content that an agency may not generate, like a feature story on, I'm sorry, there I am again, like an article about a veteran BMV customer service person, somebody who's been there for 20 years.
Denault says the goal is to redesign the current website that hosts press releases to make it more reader-friendly. She confirms the state has hired 2 employees to run Just In, including a former Indy Star reporter as managing editor. A mock-up of the site features a section for top stories, and a draft story is written like a newspaper article with a byline. The minority leader in the House is asking Pence to pull the plug.
We have a method of communicating with the media in the political realm that's worked very well for over 200 years. You say what you're going to say, a free press covers it, and the constituents react to it.
We also reached out to House Speaker Brian Bosma's office today. Brian Bosma telling us that Just In looked like it was going to be a central clearinghouse for these press releases, but he thinks that someone got carried away and decided that it was going to compete with the free press. And Pence's lead spokeswoman tells us that the office is going to do a careful evaluation of Just In. Reporting live to the State House, Katie Hines, RTV 6.
So many interesting details coming out. Katie, thank you. Let's talk now about Governor Pence's reaction to the controversy. He appeared on Garrison on our news gathering partners at WIBC. He says his intent was to create a place to better distribute news releases. Pence essentially blamed poor staff work for a memo that described Just In as a news agency.
I frankly learned about the memo from press reports on late Monday. I frankly had never seen it, and using terms like news service, use phrases like a news outlet, it's just not appropriate. It's not appropriate to describe the objectives of a clearinghouse website of press releases with news-related terms. I regret the confusion here.
Now, reaction from the Indiana Broadcasters Association. A statement saying we clearly expect the state government to provide clear, unbiased information through press secretaries, public information officers, and other government officials clearly labeled as such, and to do this without the use of taxpayer money. It is clear to Indiana broadcasters that a journalist's job is to seek the truth and report it, while the job of government is to shape and administer public policy.